Hello! How are you all doing out there? Welcome to Reaper Miniatures. Welcome to Reaper Errant. We're going to be playing some Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition tonight. We think. We think it's all going to be great. and we always have a host of people making this happen, and thanks to give out, which we'll do right up front before we get to it, and then I'll do a quick recap of where we were last time for those who were watching, and then we'll play some D&D. So hello everyone out there, and thank you for coming in and watching. I want to also say thank you to all the players, thank you to Reaper Miniatures, thank you to Sirenscape for some of the background ambient music you'll hear, and you in the audience probably will hear it tonight. You didn't last time we played because I had some audio messed up, but we all heard it and it was great.
It was fantastic.
So thank you for that, Sirenscape. Let's see. I guess that's it. I want to thank all the players who are going to introduce themselves, but I will let them introduce themselves, and I'll start in the upper left with our usual beginning introduction, Bobby.
Hello again, welcome and good evening. My name is Bobby Jackson. I play the mighty and indomitable Pugh, gnome bard, armed with my trusty war harp and positive mental attitude.
Gene. You, Bobby. Gene.
Hi, everybody. I'm Gene Van Horn. I'll be playing Gooseneck, the lizard folk barbarian, and I'm ready to whackety-whack with my axe.
Awesome.
Hello, Gardo.
I'm Jason Weeby. I'll be playing Corncob Thunderbludgeon, who is both inimitable and slightly confused.
Okay. Michael.
Hello, I'm Michael. I'll be playing Abran, the Wood Elf Ranger, the more mighty and totally abdominable, with a questionable mental attitude.
Questionable. Perfect. Rhonda.
I'm Rhonda Bender. Hello, thank you for joining us. I'll be playing Fathom, the Tiefling magic user, armed with a frilly shirt and much more of a neutral mental attitude.
No dexterity checks.
Well, Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I play Kay Nimblewit, a human rogue.
Awesome. Thank you. So, my name's Frank. I will be the DM this evening. And let's see. What else might be relevantly important? I think that's it from my behalf. So let's do a recap from what happens. If any of you should endeavor to want to recap on your own, you can search Kay's blog, Reaper Errant, and you'll see that Jen creates a blog from Kay's perspective, and it is awesome. It is an awesome recap, and we get it, and it's actually almost rely on it, which I don't know if I should, but it's incredible, so I do.
You'll rely on it until she starts padding the books, right?
I don't think she'll pad the books.
Well, until he catches her adding the book.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There it is in chat. Thank you. Oh, and thank you, Quindy LaRue, for making this all go seamless and smooth. Thank you very much to our moderator in chat. They do more than just moderate.
More.
Okay, so how far back do I go? Not too far back in this case. You'll have to watch YouTube to get too far back. So they have found in a jungle-like area of continent, they have found this very ancient cave that seems to have different sections in it. It's now a month ago, they encountered some golems, some gargoyles attuned to the element of earth. They got a key that allowed them in there. Pugil did some amazing charming and charmed their way past this lead gargoyle. And it was a little, possibly dangerous for them, but they came together They made it through. And then a section on the map they have, which was drawn by two slod characters that they are tracing back their steps. I think they're wondering when they became slod, if ever, because they found them as normal crewmates before they lost control and started killing people on the ship. That's a little bit scattered, but that's a quick sort of rundown of where they went. As they passed the gargoyles last time, they realized they were moving on into a new section. The color of the map and some of the runes around it changed. They did learn that the gargoyle section is Terran, and that there would be Ignan, Aquan, and Orin. So very, very much elementally aligned. And
We're going to an Earth, Wind, Fire concert.
Yeah, well, that's the finale. The goal is to get to the stage before the show begins. All right. So, yeah. I don't think there's anything else to catch up on necessarily. Do you have any questions before we kind of begin? Anything you wanted to refresh yourself with, or commentary on where your spells are for each other, anything like that?
So we haven't had a rest, obviously.
No.
No rest. Yeah, that was Michael. I heard Jen. Jen. What were you saying, Jen?
Oh, I was just asking when we get the Chibi Gooseneck mini.
Oh, that's a great question.
If we have a short rest, I can recover my spell slot, I think.
Soon, very soon.
That's just an hour rest. There is a long sort of hallway you're going down. You could rest in the hallway. You've got the door closed behind you, if I recall.
I actually haven't used a ton of spells, so
The rest of the party. I just need a short
I've
rest
used up
game.
I've used up all my fourth.
Yeah, you saved our bacon. You're the only one that was.
I think I'm going to have a long rest to get those back.
Okay. Yeah, long rest, 8 hours in a hallway might be pushing your luck, but is also possible.
Hadn't we entered a? Hadn't entered the next area yet?
No, you just know you've passed the door that finishes that, and you're in another long corridor, kind of moving down. You see in these divots.
We imagined that we did for a minute, but we didn't really.
Yeah. You see in these divots in the side of the hallway still, as though there was some mining at one time following a vein.
You know what would be really cool? If we had like a little backpack gnome carrier, like I've seen people carry their cats around with, and I could get like my long rests while we continued to move.
Gooseneck's got the Bjorn, the Pugh.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, that's great. How about if we just drag you like on some kind of travois?
What is that called? A sedan? What are you asking for?
No, let's just drag him behind us on two sticks.
I've seen people with backpacks like at the airport with their cats. I'm thinking you could get a gnome backpack.
Yeah, we have the baby
Are we going to let
gnome
him
carrier.
long rest or not?
Yeah, that's the main question. Long rest or short rest?
No, let's not wait 8 hours in a subterranean pit.
Okay. Going for the safe
Well,
route?
maybe we should find a better place to have a rest.
Yeah, I think
guess
the
if we
rest
stumble
at the
across a
next
luxurious
safe
bedroom with
opportunity,
small
but
gnome-sized furniture.
Rest at the next safe opportunity is what I hear from Corncob.
So,
Too bad we don't have one of those bouncy castles.
More charm thing. That's concerning.
Bouncy castle.
We don't need those. We don't need that.
I mean,
Do
how
you
would
need
it
his
even
charm
work in
on?
Now you're just being stubborn.
We don't need it. Short rest.
How,
How long is the short rest?
1 hour.
We rest to do a short rest, and then we look for a place potentially for a long rest.
You could.
As we
Jen, you were going to
venture
say
on.
something as well?
I was just going to comment that I'm not even sure the bouncy castle would work here where it doesn't fit in the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't care about logic and dimension.
That cavern.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So,
mean, we don't need a bouncy castle.
so
Well, we
those
don't
of
have
you-
it, so it doesn't matter really.
If you're
Right.
low on hit points, you can use your you can use some hit dice rolls to regain hit points during your short rest. If you're
I don't think.
I don't think anybody. We didn't have any
I did.
combat, did
We
we?
didn't really do that
Abran-
much in terms
Abran
of
got
spells or
smacked.
fighting. The gnome
I'm
did a
down.
Yeah,
lot to get us here, but and
We-
you stuck
we
your
fought
arm
those
in the
first two
thing.
gargoyles, and
Oh,
somebody
that's
got
right.
hit a couple times.
My brain did. What do I roll?
so Abran, you have a number of hit dice equal to your level. For you, I think I'm hearing some shifting on the microphone. Okay. For you, I think Abran, it's a D. What is a ranger? Is it D8? Is that your hit die? It's a D8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Or is it a 10?
for
If you click the short rest button, you'll be able to tick off boxes for how many you want to use.
That's true.
And then
You can do
click
that too.
Short rest. So don't even worry about what is what. Just
So
pick off at least two.
oh,
there's some
I see it.
D&D Beyond, and that's how many dice you're going to roll, and you're allowed up to your level in number to
Okay.
gain your health.
yeah, it was a D10 by the way. D10 plus 2.
Okay.
How many points are you down?
8.
That's a built-in feature.
Well, I probably have a healing spell or two.
That doesn't
Nah, it's
use
only
spell
about-
slots though, or anything like that. But I don't know. It's up to you. Okay.
So while we're resting, I'd like to make a suggestion. I'm wondering if these guys hid more objects related to the other areas somewhere along the way. Like, I'm not sure if that key is Earth only, maybe. But I suggest we keep a lookout, and by we, I mean the person with the extreme observation skills and special tool for observing, since I see nothing ever.
Okay.
FYI, the charm monster spell only lasts an hour, so after a
Oh, we
short
better
rest,
we better get away from
we're
him.
no
huh?
longer friends.
Oh.
I mean, maybe you made friends along the way.
We're no longer magically,
Bonded.
yeah.
Okay, so you guys do your short rest. You get your hit points. Some of you get some spell slots back. Some of you do not. Some of you get some abilities back. Some of you do not. And then you continue down the hallway. It begins to get warmer and warmer and warmer. Then a little bit humid. Just a teensy bit. It's a little hard to breathe. It's very hot almost at this point. And then up ahead in the hallway, suddenly those of you who possibly would have liked more light are seeing a glow, a warm orange glow filling the hallway before you. If you continue down it, it starts to get a little warmer, and you begin to hear sounds that is that like a make a perception checks.
Are we in standard marching order?
I assume so.
Okay.
Would are we going to default to our passive, or is this just active only?
This is active,
Okay.
but don't get lower than your passive.
All right, mine. I'm 15.
22.
18 for corn cob.
16.
22.
Okay.
19.
Ooh, All right, any of your 15s and above. That's bubbling. You hear bubbling yet?
I'm guessing we're headed towards the fire section, and I
I hear
probably
bubbling.
will never offer the game. But do you want me to walk up front since I'm somewhat resistant to fire?
Sure. Do we smell sulfur or anything like that?
That's a great question. Those who rolled 12 and higher recognize the odor in the air as sulfuric.
Oh boy.
Do I feel any
So-
spores? Do I sense any
I'm thinking
spores?
lava,
within-
guys.
All right.
Yeah, I say
Yeah.
let's
Don't know
let's
why
let
I'm-
Fathom lead.
Let's let
Yeah.
Fathom lead.
Definitely.
Sure.
For sure.
Yes.
Well, it's nice.
Heat shield.
Yeah.
All right.
Heat
Fishing.
shield to the front.
Just turn
Fathom,
into an owlbear.
it's a narrow-ish sort of hallway, but it suddenly opens up, and when it does,
Dun,
let
dun,
me
dun.
move you in. So since the order did change a little bit, let me Fathom. Who's behind Fathom?
I
I'll
will.
still go second.
Oh,
Well,
Corncob.
okay.
Corncob and
Or
Yeah, we are-
Abram, or both.
okay. And then who's in our fourth position?
Me.
Okay, Pugh Joel.
Gnome.
Pugh Joel right behind
Well,
you will
actually,
be
we have
Morgott.
two gnomes, don't we?
Yeah, Morgott is still there as
Yeah.
well. And then Gooseneck, are you following up the very back, or is it going to be Kay?
I'll be in the very back.
Okay. Okay. Well,
We do
then
have key though.
let me
Move
make
that
it so
around.
that you can see. You kind of come into this
Lava E.
area. Let me give you a nice over of the room
Oh, man.
as you pop in.
Well, I
There
don't
is-
think this is where we'll be camping for our long rest.
there is a door on the other side. But as you pop in, you see that.
Well, don't step on the red stuff. That's my advice as a fire person.
Ooh.
Good advice.
Okay.
It is warm. It's not warm enough to do damage to anybody. It's warm enough to make you all sweat at this point. Even though it's that close, you're not really sure why. But it doesn't seem to be base melting. And then you notice something else. In the middle of the room, you see piles of coins. There's bits, there's shields and swords, parts of chests, rubies, gems, just laying about, strewn in there.
Oh, well, let's go fill our packs and our hands and our pockets.
That's a drop.
No.
This isn't an attractive nuisance at all.
It's like a national park. Don't touch anything, leave nothing behind.
So there's a door on the other side. Is there any way to access this door? Can we get around, or are we going to have to cross this island full of treasure?
Well, as you begin to think about getting around, you observe a couple of other things. You think you saw the I doubt that the perception. I think Kay's passive is better than that. Yeah, Kay. On the other side, just sort of perched in there, you see a couple of, well, maybe a few fiendish-like creatures that were originally hunkered down pretty low. Let me tilt this up. But they were hunkered for concealment. And they're not so concealed with your observation talents.
I will mention to the group without pointing that, hey, there's some critters over there.
All
Would
right.
we be able to walk around the edge, assuming
Yeah.
that critters are not a problem?
It is possible to walk around the edge. You're not sure if... I mean, there seems to be just as much room at the edge as there is anywhere else. So there's no particular reason why you might have a problem with it. Let me... maybe this will be a better shot that you can see the edge. You can kind of get around... It does sort of break off into like a lava fall on one side. You're gonna have to, if you walk around the edges, there's a couple of dangers, I will say. So if you go the right or the left, let me show you the right side first. There's a much larger, perhaps more dangerous gap where lava is actually flowing down into this.
Ooh.
So that's the bad plan side. Got it.
Yeah.
The other side is very similar, except it seems like there is, see how that rock is sort of broken down there and it just flows into it? It seems like it hasn't given way yet. Like, it seems like you could walk across it, but it's a little untrustworthy.
Frank said seems like a lot.
It does. Yeah, he does.
Well, it all seems.
Based on the previous area, I'm talking to my patriots. I feel like that thing in the center, that there's some kind of giant protective somebody associated with that we need to pacify or persuade before we can move on. So we can try the key showing, but we had to have a secret word last time. Does anyone have any ideas? So we know it's fire. I mean, obsidian comes from lava, doesn't it?
Yes, obsidian's volcanic glass. But is
So
lava earth or is it fire?
We just went through Earth.
Oh, we're in fire. We're in fire.
We're in fire.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
So
Gargoyles
do you think
were Earth.
magma might be a good try for a
Magma.
password.
I'm just going to guess words.
Magma.
Do you have another plan?
Just say magma.
Is there anything
Well,
in our map that
Obviously, if
I
we
mean, I
just
don't think
wade into the magma itself, we can avoid the island and the fiends.
What if we picked the gnome up and threw him over on top of the island and see what happens?
Which gnome?
Morgoth, of course.
We have a spare.
Well, we do.
Gnome
do we
tossing.
want to try just showing the key and asking if we can
I
pass?
think the key is probably a good first step. I have no idea.
You're going to have to, I'm assuming since these are demony creatures, you're going to have to speak their language.
This seems like your people.
I'll set my horns
Yeah,
a
these
little.
are your people.
Yeah, so
You hand me the key
Toss
then?
those horns.
they're hunkered. They believe they're hidden still.
Greetings, kinfolk. We have the key to this area, and we just want to pass through and let you go on about your business, and we'll go on about ours.
How
What do
you
you say?
doing?
Okay, hold on. They kind of look back and forth.
Waving that key around.
Look at you. What language do you speak to them?
I speak Infernal.
Okay. So in Infernal, they return with, we're mere observants. It's not our place to let you through.
Who would we speak to about that?
Well, make a insight check. You're the one talking. It's going to be within your language.
15.
Seems like she might be trying to trick you. But she smiles, kind of welcomingly, says, well, the Watcher in the center, of course.
And they're on a coffee break or something right now?
Oh, no. Oh, we're just waiting to see if we're needed, but travelers through here usually know what they're doing. He looks at you.
Oh, gosh.
You have the key out in your hand?
Yes, I'm waving this key around.
Yeah.
I didn't know we'd be expected to know what we were doing.
There doesn't look like any place I should be
It wasn't in the study
engaging
guide.
the key.
No, there doesn't. So she looks at it and goes, you only look like you partially know what you're doing.
Well, I am enjoying all of this magma.
Wonderfully refreshing.
Yeah.
Should we cross to the island?
I think that's a terrible plan. That's a terrible plan. So we didn't see anything in the hallway as we were going down, any little clues from the two brothers. And nothing on the map makes more sense now that we're aware that there's passwords and elemental areas.
It just looks like another opening. The rune here is, the area is probably correlated to the Ignan area, so you think you are in the fire area. But there's no hints. This map is it doesn't seem very useful until maybe the end, where there's a couple of extra runes.
Why do these guys suck?
These suck map makers.
Frank, I'm going to use the goggles to look around for anything that might be invisible or magical or otherwise of interest.
Right there.
Especially that central area.
Yeah, right there in the center. There's like a almost forge-like glow radiating from some very hot coals. And there is magic sort of leaking out of there, but it is it's like weaving through the piles of coins and rubies and almost like a dry ice fog of magic kind of oozing down into where it touches the magma around this.
If I had to make a guess, would I guess that it looks kind of alarm-esque or illusion-y?
No, I think if you had to make a guess, it would look... it doesn't look like illusion magic. But it could be abjuration, like alarm. Could be alarm-esque.
You don't see any hidden walkways or anything over the lava, or things that could be a trap in the part we think are solid.
That's a good question. Are there anything like that?
Make an investigation check.
20.
Ooh.
Wow, okay. So the goggles make it, you're not showing magic, but they probably make it a little clearer. Up on that little land bridge where it looks like you could walk across the river of lava pouring in, it's, if you look on the screen, it's like in between Michael and Rhonda. That looks like it will definitely break away. And almost like it's made to break away. One way or the other, you either have to get across a 20-foot wide river of lava, magma, or you have to make this 10, 12-foot jump to the island and 10, 12-foot jump off the other side of the island. The island is...
So the edges are unpassable.
No, they're passable, but there's a 20-foot river of magma. You just have to, they're not walkable.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, yeah.
So
Well,
go across to the
let's
island.
go get
and
back on the
do
ship.
not-
A little more comfortable around the water.
Before we try anything, does anyone want a fly spell cast on it?
It would be
Last time
considered
that
dark
was
in
cast
here,
on
by
me,
the
I got
way.
shot down.
I'm sorry, I spoke over you, Michael. What were you saying?
Last time I got fly cast on Abran, he got shot down, spiraled to the ground.
Well,
Fathom, if you want to jump across, Abran will jump across with you.
it's voluntary if you cast a fly spell. I don't have to fly, right? I could land whenever I want to.
Right, yeah.
I think
I think
we need to
I think
come up
I'll
with
need
a
a fly
plan.
spell. I don't have anything that allows me to fly otherwise.
I think I can use my cloak to get across.
All right, I will cast a fly spell on our cleric. Good to have a cleric not damaged. I mean, I can't fly either, but, I'll try and jump. That usually works out great for me.
Well, if
you're
you only
immune
have
to
one
fire,
spell,
right?
use it yourself.
No, I have two.
Okay.
Will the
Well, and
lava
would that
hurt
work?
you?
I'm guessing, it wouldn't hurt me as much as it would hurt you, but it's still going to hurt. But I also have
I
Misty
can
Step, so
mitigate
get
some of the effects of the
30
heat.
But I still, as soon as we cheese off that thing in the middle, the fight is on. So we have no plans for getting around.
I was
it.
going to try to
I mean-
skirt. I was going to try to skirt instead of going over the center. I was going if I'm going to fly, why don't I fly over the river instead?
Yes, I say we all skirt. I think trying to jump the unstable section, well, it's wider, isn't it?
What
20 feet.
What if it's like a price
Pretty-
of passage thing where, all that stuff in the middle had to come from somewhere? Maybe it's a bribe the guardian
bridge?
situation.
We need an offering. We have some cool gems and whatnots from previous things that
I left the easy pass in the other car.
I don't think I'm the person who keeps track of the inventory because you guys yelled at me last time I did. So
There's no way to get to that island without passing through the molten stuff, though, right?
Correct, but it is
jump.
the tiniest jump. Like all of you, if you're not under duress of any kind, like being chased or trying to carry someone else or something like that, then all of you can just make that jump. It's not very far.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought it was.
Yeah, that one, not the river.
I
That's
still don't
entirely
like the
different.
idea of being forced over that area.
Well, if we want
Is there
to,
any common? Sorry.
Pugil.
if we want to meddle with the stuff in the middle, we could send an unseen servant to ferry it back to us, or start ferrying it wherever we want it ferried.
I think messing with the stuff in the middle is a bad plan. I think we can go across and do not mess with it.
His idea was to add to it. As an offer.
Well, that okay. I thought he meant something else.
No, I'm explaining to him. I think he thought you said take things, and you said add things.
No, right?
Yeah, she's suggesting paying a toll, and that's fine. We have stuff we can leave if that's what you want to try. And we do have a spare gnome.
Things that are in the center? Like, are they all gold, or they all have a ruby in them, or something?
No, there are some silver and maybe electrum and platinum. The bulk of it is gold, but you even see copper in there. You see some bronze bits. You see gemstones. Not just ruby. You see sapphires. Pretty much everything.
All things that come from the ground, or anything like ivory or seashell, like pearls?
That's a great question. I think mostly it would come from the ground. Most of what's in here. Yeah. There are some other things, because there are chests and stuff, and obviously
we've got some gems. We have some saffron. I'm sure we have metal pieces.
Oh, try sending your. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you want to say to them, what's the toll to pass? Is there a toll we can use to pass?
Why don't you give me some stuff, and I'll say, is this an acceptable offering?
All right.
And they can tell us whether we need to add to it or not.
I think we have to negotiate with whatever comes up in the middle.
Well, I'm suggesting we send the unseen handover, or whatever it is, with some coins or whatnot.
Okay. So what do you load? Now, the unseen servant can do pretty normal activities, so what do you give them to take over?
Whatever the group,
I've got 10 gold pieces.
I have 42.
I have 35.
I mean, I have 10 I'd give up to the cause.
Well, all right, yeah. All right, let's each put in 10.
Okay. All right. So you if that's true, then they're carrying 60 gold over.
All right. I'm going to cast Unseen Servant, and we're going to give him 60 gold.
Okay. 60 gold. Carries it over in a bag, I'm assuming, or something, not in the palm of their hand. It's up to you, but as they do, the magic just sort of, I assume you're observing, Kate, that you haven't taken your goggles off necessarily. You can see it sort of coalesce a little stronger around the center. The unseen servant puts the coins down. They sort of tinkle off the ground. Fathom,
I'm watching the fiends.
You're watching the fiends?
They react as well.
Fathom, make a perception. Insight. Make an insight check as you're watching the fiends.
7.
At advantage, I was going to say, because you've already interacted with them.
8. So that helps a lot.
Okay, well, one better. I feel like one of them is smiling. Like, just, I don't know. You would call it like a stupid happy grin. Just a hint of one on their face. The coins sort of ankle down. And the demons, the fiends just sort of watch. They don't give away anything more than that. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, the coins in the middle begin to shake just a little bit as though the platform is vibrating. You can't really feel it from where you are. Maybe you can see it a little bit, though. You see a little couple of slide off here and there. It looks a little slight. It looks slight shake. And that's all that seems to happen. And the servant sort of, I assume, comes back after that, Pugh.
Correct.
So Fathom, did you tell him, is this enough?
Yeah, I'll say, is this offering sufficient?
She seems to be the leader. I don't know, she's speaking for all of them. Has this sort of, maybe you'd call it a charming laugh. Maybe it's a little bit sinister. Just goes, oh, I don't judge what people offer. And she just sort of steps back, and her little companions, you might say, step back. When she steps back, she is solidly in front of the door, though. But they do seem to take a step back.
Maybe the unseen servant could go around to the other side with the key and unlock the door.
Yeah, I was wondering if we'd at least go over and try to. Does it look like it has a lock on it, or you just push it out?
Well, she's right. She's been in front of it the whole time, so it's been hard to see a full shot of the door. But it looks like it has a where there would be a knob. It looks like it's an inset or something. It doesn't look like the same key lock that you've used in the past.
Why is Abran grinning? Stop it, Michael. You're making me nervous.
He's just expecting the fight to start.
I know.
He's getting ready to jump on that island is what he's grinning about.
I don't see a way to avoid the fight.
Initiative dice in his hand.
Here's my Abran's thought, again, is he'll jump over with Fathom, because I do believe you've got to be over there in order to negotiate the toll. That's the thought that it's going through Abran's mind. You guys can keep messing around, but I think we've got to jump over there and negotiate.
Yep. All right. Well, if we can all jump, then let's all jump.
I reach out.
Okay. Who? So Abran's going. Fathom's going.
I think we're all going.
Okay, so everybody's jumping over to the Coin Island.
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't realize it was a short jump for us.
Okay.
We're not touching anything. We're not.
Yeah, we're not jumping into the center there where all the glowy stuff is.
No,
not taking any. We're not touching any of the gold.
I got it.
Pugh, no touching of the gold, Pugh.
No, I'm just setting you guys here.
Do that firewalking bit you do so well,
We probably
Pugh.
should spread out to the side so that we don't fall off.
Kay, did you want to or not want to?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Okay. And Gooseneck, you're coming over.
Yes. Yep.
Oh no! Not
I'm sorry,
face first
Gooseneck.
into
No
the
room
fire.
on the island.
Okay.
That's okay. My tail will grow back.
In his hand.
All right. Now, you're not actually in the center, but I got to put your minis there because they take up more space than your characters actually do. Okay. So it's, well, you know, Abran, sometimes you're very observant. Sometimes you just have insight. So as soon as you guys hop on the island, you can feel the little tremor that you saw when the servant was over there. And the coins sort of shift and they run. Like you can watch them sort of roll, slide, almost like molten lava. Like for a moment, it looks like they're melting, and then they just sort of rise up in a shape.
Oh no!
Yeah, I kind of expected that. So our stupid coins are just lying there, I guess. Or are they part of it?
We're gonna get punched in the
No,
face
they're
with our own
they're
coin.
part of it.
Okay.
They
Yeah,
get sucked into it.
there's some kind of
Dang it,
morality play
Lewis.
here going on. I don't know
Yeah.
what to derive
Thanks,
from it.
Thanks,
coins
Chris.
run under your feet. They run up, and the gems, the treasures, all run up and form this creature as it begins to rise up. And it points a finger down at Pugil. A finger. It's kind of a really clunky looking finger.
Stack of coins.
It's
Yeah,
it's
like
a
a
coin.
roll quarter.
It's a coin
Was
stack.
it a toll keeper or is it going to just be a pinata?
It points
That's what I'm
down
wondering.
and says something almost burbling, thick, syrupy. Reminds you of the whole room you're in. I don't think anyone speaks Ignan, and it says something to you.
Hold on. Someone can maybe speak. No, I didn't take any communication things after all. I thought I had. Never mind, you're on your own.
So just checking, no Ignan from anyone right now, right?
Well, thanks for getting us this far.
Oh wait, no, hold on. I can't cast tongues on him. I can cast tongues on him.
Okay.
On the golem or on Pugil?
On Peugeot. Well, I mean, I guess I could cast it on the golem.
What does
Or
tongues
yourself.
do?
You would be able to understand any spoken language you hear, and when you speak, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear you understands what you say.
Cast it on yourself. You're the fire girl.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'm almost as charismatic as you. I'll cast it on myself and say, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that the first time. Could you say it again?
So the head sort of turns to look towards you, and you don't really see a actual face, but the finger stays outstretched, pointing down at Pugil, and you hear, "What is your words of passage?"
Words plural.
That
Where's
words
Pugil?
plural. He's pointing at Pugil
Oh.
specifically.
Pretty please.
Is that because he interacted with the previous guy?
He also knows the most words because he's a bard.
Yeah, he's the one that
This
sent
is
the
his
servant.
specialty.
So.
This is what he's best at. He was born for this moment.
That's a good
All right,
paint
if
job
you've
on
seen
that.
Maybe
her,
the
what
maybe
fire?
1, 2, 3.
Pugil, what was that you were going to say?
maybe I don't know. Maybe it's the word stack. Maybe one of them's obsidian again.
All right, try it. Let's see what he says. I mean, if he reacts at all.
Well, what other?
You better say it though. You
What do you say then?
think you're the weird guy.
What words would you be stacking together? Obsidian, one. Do you just say obsidian? Do you add another one to it?
Oh. What other material have? Well, no.
Fire.
All right, so I
Big
have an
one.
What was
idea,
the-
but it's a little.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jen.
So I have an idea, but it's highly speculative. But so the last area was earth. This is fire. The word was obsidian, which is earth that comes from fire, sort of. So if so maybe the word for the next area is also some kind of combination of fire and whatever the next element would be. So if the next room was like water, maybe the word would be something like steam.
Can we tell what the next area is by looking at the symbols on the map?
Yeah, you might be able to. You want to reference that real quick?
Yes.
Okay. When you look at the map, it's pretty clear from the rest of the runes that the next one would be air.
So ash.
Gas.
Ash. Ash seems reasonable. I don't have any other ideas for fire and air.
Smoke.
Texas.
That's it right there. Texas.
Reaper.
Maybe I vote obsidian and smoke.
Do it.
Okay.
Go for it.
So say it. And Rhonda, you
Roll
need to translate, right?
initiative.
Yeah, you say it first, and then I'll translate just in case he's.
Obsidian and smoke.
Okay, so when you say that, you could only, I guess we'll call it a golem, reaches into its chest and pulls out this gem, this shining, rather large gem. Sort of yanks it out of their center. It's probably, I don't know, it's a good 4 inches across, which is a pretty chunky gem, and hands it, sort of presents it to you with their hand, Pugh.
I'll take it from.
Okay, as soon as you grab the gem, the coins just drop to the ground, sort of sprinkle. You have the gem in your hand. You watch out of the corner of your eye, Fathom. You can see that the fiends on the other side all draw weapons, and they say, observers no more. Roll initiative.
Where are the keys? Oh, we have the key.
You definitely have the key in your hand.
Now we just have to get past them.
Do you need to show them the key like the other one? I mean, try holding it out to them.
I wish I could tell you.
Yeah, that's too bad.
It's okay. Well, let's just kick some demon butt.
Yeah.
Oh, let me take this one off.
Well, as long as I'm not part of the butt getting kicked.
Are you a demon?
Not entirely.
Okay, well, then you're safe.
All right, hold.
Just a little inch of demon.
Just a hint. Just a hint of demon. Okay.
We'll just slap the back of your head. It's all good.
Okay, all right. I forgot my initiative. I need to get this real quick.
I would still say Pugh should try showing them that.
So
thing.
it's, yeah, I can't say. What was your initiative, Pugh?
7.
7. All right. Gooseneck,
10.
Corncob,
14.
Abran,
18.
Fathom,
4.
Okay.
23.
I love it. Okay. Let's see here now. And go. All right. So they pull weapons. They sort of stand back. Have made some sort of observation. This coin mess is just all around your feet, and you have the key in your hand, Pugil. You're confident it's the key for the door. You're not necessarily sure why these demons started anything, but Kay gets to move first.
I'm going to draw my bow and aim an arrow at the one in front of the door who's been doing all the talking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she understands common or not, but I'm just going to say, look, we got the key. Cut the crap.
She says, "Oh, I know. And now I can take it from you. We can't get the key ourselves. We've been waiting for someone to come along."
Oh, well, then in that case, I'm going to shoot her.
Shoot her in the face.
Okay. All right. Take a shot.
That's a 20 on the dice for a 26.
Ooh, a 20 on the dice. Okay.
Okay, with the heat.
Whew, coming in hot with an automatic critical hit. Roll your damage. Roll all your dice. Twice.
So that's 9 and then 9 for a total of 18.
Okay, nice one.
That'll leave a mark.
It does leave a mark for sure. Actually, let me check. Oh, that's a bad roll. Okay, so as soon as you hit her, you watch this like a little bit of. She wasn't expecting that. Her face is creased with some pain for a moment. I think you feel like you've broken her concentration on something. The two demons at either side of her, they sort of turn almost like a mist liquid and flow in, wrap around her. You think they were illusionary, but what you see in place is the demon in front of you has now is wearing plate mail. So she is one devil in front of you, dressed in plate mail, long sword in hand, looking ready to go. But you hit her hard enough to distract whatever she was doing.
Nice.
All right. Any movement, Kay, or are you good where you are?
Good where I am.
All right. Abran.
Well, Abran says, "Nice trick. Thanks for giving me one target." So
One wounded
that's
target.
a 30 to hit.
It hits.
21 points of damage on the first one since she was already struck.
Ooh. All right.
And a 22 to hit on the second one.
That hits. Pull all these arrows right in it. Well, right
with
in
15 more points of damage.
15 more points. Wow. Okay.
In the
Corn
face.
cob. Well, hold on. Nope. Sorry. It's the fiend's turn. She makes one flap of her wings and comes at you, Abran.
Not surprising.
No, probably not, right?
It's the abs.
It's the abs. It's the totally abs.
Yep. They're always after old Abram, thank God.
Maybe she'll kick him into the lava.
Wow.
He's just our little piece of elf candy.
So much love for Abran. All right, give me find my Reaper piece of dungeon dice here. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. She grins, and she's perhaps a worthy opponent. Slashes, does a wonderful little weapon routine with her swords. First one's an 18 to hit. What is your
That hits.
AC? Okay.
16.
I'm going to roll a number of attacks first. The second one hits, and
A
her
number of attacks.
third attack misses.
Well, if an attacker hits me and then subsequently I get +4 in my AC afterwards.
Ooh. Okay, so the second one was a 19.
Miss.
That would have missed. All right, so the first one is the only one that hits. All right, very good. Let's see, so 6. Oh no, she's using 2 hands on this. Sorry, my bad. 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
And as this wound sort of opens up across you, you can feel this sickly poison kind of weakening you. It's 20 points of poison damage.
Ooh.
Oh, ouch.
20 more. 20 on top of the 8.
20 on top of the 8, yep.
Cool. Okay.
And that is the end of her turn. Now it's Corncob's turn.
I'm going to attempt to banish her.
Okay. All right. What's my save?
That's a charisma save of 15.
Okay. She looks over at you. That is a 27 to save.
Ew, goodness.
Whoa.
A lot of saving.
And she goes, oh no, I'm not going back without the key. Are you going to move, Corncob, or are you going to stay there after that?
Well, I still have another action, I think.
You have, yeah, if you have a bonus ability, you can use it.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cast Shillelagh on my staff.
Okay. Your staff is now got
I'm not
some
going to
magic.
move.
All right. You do notice, by the way, now that she's in close, Abrin, there is a very nice longbow on her back. Kind of in
Mine. Dibs.
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 Dude,
It's
you're
gonna
the only one
be
who
hard
can
to
use a
use that
longbow.
in hell, Abran.
Gooseneck, it's your turn.
How big is this? I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna throw up my shield, run around the back there, and just whack her with my axe.
Come on, El Lagarto. There you go.
All right,
from
now
behind.
back of the head.
And the keystone.
Oh, man, I don't think a 9's gonna hit.
No, her plate mail is quite good.
One more try. Here we go.
Clang.
All right. I'm guessing maybe a 22. That hit?
Yes, it does.
All right. For a grand total of 5 points of damage.
Okay.
He's gonna get hedgehog.
Yeah.
Well, it's Pugh. Wait, Gooseneck, are you done? Are you leaving it
Yeah,
there?
that's it. That's all I got.
Pugil.
There's no more hedgehogging until I've had a long rest. I will take that gem and polish it on my sleeve and tuck it into my shirt. I'm going to skip back across the little river back towards the entranceway.
Okay. Now, you do remember what I said at the very beginning, where I said no one has to make checks when they're jumping unless they're under duress. This is considered
Okay.
duress, so you would have to make a check. The athletics check, it just needs to be a DC 10 athletics check if you wanted to jump across that.
Go for the door. Go for the door.
Yeah.
I don't want. Do I want to open the door, or do
Go to
I
the
want
next door.
I got a plan. I'm going back.
Oh, he's gonna go get his buddy.
Athletics check.
Okay. Made an 11.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was a little shaky, but you did it. Whew, you got it.
I will get as close as I can to the entrance, cast my minor illusion spell, summoning an illusory duplicate of the key,
Oh, okay.
and set it down on the ground and run away.
Okay.
Hmm.
You can't, unfortunately, they only have so much movement. Your movement speed's what, 25?
Where is my movement? Oh, yes, it is.
Okay.
So I'll
you're,
get as far from the little illusory key as I can.
yeah, you can pretty much set it in front of you at this point.
Okay.
You've used it all.
Then I'll
But you set it.
set it down, and I will use my bonus action to thumb my nose.
Okay. In that case, she just looks over
No,
at
he had a
you.
bonus action. Couldn't he have moved again?
No.
No, but the boat. Right. I got confused.
So she looks over and make an insight check, Pugil. She's smiling at you.
Always with the smiling.
A 20. 19 plus 1. 20.
She has got a sly little knowing smile. You don't know what she's knowing, but she's got a smile. Fathom, it's your turn.
She can tell.
I'm going to unleash a psychic lance at her. You
Whoa!
need to intelligence save 15. I'm hoping she's more fighter than anything else. Not so much
Intelligence
trouble.
save of 15. Intelligence, what a sneaky thing to pop in there. Okay. 19.
Oh,
Ah, dang it. All right, so half of 27.
Ouch. Okay. All right.
Still hard.
Yeah.
man. Does she look wounded at all?
Yeah, she looks wounded, but she also looks like she's...
Oh, I'm also going to say, why do you need this key back where you come from?
After you lanced
You're
her.
wasting all your time and our time.
It's a gift. And when she says that, it's in your head. Telepathic. Psychic glance. Okay. Kay, we're back to we're back to you. This devil does not seem to be giving up.
I'm gonna shoot her again.
Okay.
Probably not with that roll, a 15.
No, it sort of bounces off of the plate mail she's wearing. All right. Movement, or do you like your position there?
Nope, I'm good where I am.
Okay. Abran.
Okay. Is it so? She's within range, so I can't use my bow. So I have to use my sword,
Yeah.
my magic sword. Am I able to do a double sword strike and then cast bonus action Zephyr Strike and step out of her immediate range? Is that doable?
I have to look at your. Let me look.
Because Zephyr Strike says, move like the wind until once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack. The attack that deals extra damage. Whether you hit or not, your walking speed increases. Oh yeah, and your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attack.
Okay, so you'll want to cast Zephyr Strike first, or it won't count for that.
Okay, so I can cast it, still strike twice,
Yeah.
and back out. Okay,
Yep.
that's my plan.
Okay.
So my first sword attack with my magic sword, if that matters, is a 19 to hit.
So you know you have a solid shot just swinging right down at her, and she sees it coming, parries your sword out of the way, and says, "I can play that game as well." Your attack.
Okay. And then I will try her a second time, since that's all I got. A 23 to hit.
That hits.
Oh.
She's not able to slide your sword away, though she tries.
And that is... So, can I stack Colossal Strike and Zephyr Strike?
Colossus Slayer is just one of your abilities, so yeah, it stacks.
Okay, cool. So 9 and 6 is 15 plus 16. 22 points of damage.
That is a lot. Good job. Okay. That one looks like it hurt her more than the others, but
and I like the Zephyr Strike back a few steps, so she will have to move in order to get to me, which would open up an opportunity strike for Gooseneck.
Okay. No problem. By the way, Morgott is about as far away as he can be, so you step back a few steps to the edge.
Yeah.
Try to get her, you're basically luring in there closer to you. Beautiful. All right. Okay. Well, you know what? She... Yeah. She looks over her shoulder, just a glance at Gooseneck, but steps for you anyway. So Gooseneck, that does give you a free attack.
All right.
She's almost snarling as she steps into you, Abran.
Thanks, Abran.
Clearly thinks your back is against the molten lava.
I got a 10.
And does not.
Man. Sorry.
But she
only roll
attack
well when
twice?
it doesn't count. You notice that?
Nah, there's more elves where he came from.
She gets her attacks
twice.
not on an opportunity attack.
Oh, right.
So she's making her bevy of attacks against you now.
So it's a 16 the first one. If she hits, then it becomes 20 armor
20.
class after that.
Okay. Her first attack hits. Her second attack hits. I know it's 20 after that. And her third attack is a critical. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Uh-oh.
Nice playing with you guys.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see ya.
So first attack, normal hit. 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And a little bit low, 8 points of poison damage.
Okay.
You're still up?
I'm still up. Yeah.
Okay, her second attack, 8 points of slashing damage.
Uh-huh.
And part of that attack is 8 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And
yeah,
are you down?
That's the critical is going to kill me. But yeah, go ahead.
Are you down or are you up?
I'm at 20 right now.
Oh yeah, the critical's gonna.
Yeah.
Okay, so the slashing damage is 20 alone.
Okay.
And the poison damage. So it seeps into you, all this whap whap, 3 hits, you collapse down. That's all in one shot, so at least it doesn't auto fail your death save. Down you go, and at her feet, bleeding, poison damage seeping through your veins. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, this is unacceptable. Nobody kills my elf but me.
Well, it's Corncob's turn.
I'm gonna shoot her with a 3rd level guiding bolt.
Okay,
24 to hit.
that hits.
$28 points of damage.
Wow.
Good. She's like clutching her side, but she's got hard staring eyes at the gnome at the moment.
Put her down. Put her down. We gotta save Abram.
She is also now glowing with the radiant light that Corncob has put around her. And it is Gooseneck's turn.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Oh, I guess well, no, never mind. I can't do anything to the poison damage yet. All right, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it was instant poison damage. It's not a continual thing in that case. So.
Yeah, it's not an elemental thing, so I can't.
Gooseneck.
Okay, I'm going to go into a rage and let's see here. Let's just whack her. Come on, whack her. Natural 20. Natural 20.
Uh-huh.
It's when we needed it most.
Yep.
Woo. All right, so 11 and 9, 20 points of damage.
Okay.
Wow.
She starts to, like, it's like she begins to crumple down to her knee and she just refuses, though. You have another attack, I think.
I'm going to whack her again.
She's shaky on her legs, for sure.
This one is not a natural 20, but it is 20.
That
hits. All right. For 12 points of damage.
Wait. Hold on. No. As you look for sure like it's gonna hit, and she's able to twist her sword and parry it back out of sight.
Dang it!
Golly.
So she's skilled, even, but she's clutching her side, so she's reduced to holding this sword with one hand at the moment. But she still is able to parry it away, Gooseneck.
One more good shot.
You, Joel.
Shoot her with your crossbow.
Yeah, another 4-point toothpick ought to put her down.
I'm going to turn and run back into the tunnel, and as soon as she does not have a line of sight on me, I will cast invisibility.
Okay. Turn. Boom. And floomp, invisible. All right. Okay. That means it's Fathom's turn.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Slash or critical hit. I forgot. When I score a critical hit that deals slashing damage, that creature is grievously wounded until the start of my next turn and has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Ooh, okay. Important to know. I'll mark that down. She's got disadvantage.
One of my new features or traits or
Nice.
whatever.
Fancy. Fathom.
I have a technical question. So I have the shirt that's like the Pearl of Power. It said if the spell slot was fourth or higher, you recover it at third. Does that mean it has to be a third level spell, or I would cast it at... I'm trying to see if I can get the lance back. It's a fourth level spell, and I just have 2 spell slots. It doesn't matter what level I use them on.
So the Pearl of Power, which I think it's just... I'm double checking. Making sure. Yeah, it's any spell slot level you want.
Okay, then I will cast another lance effort. So that's intelligence 15 save.
Okay. Ooh. 14. Doesn't save.
Get her, Fathom.
17 damage.
17. Okay.
Hit her like a butterfly.
The lance just shoots through her. Her eyes go wide, looking over at you. She clumps down to her knees, and in your heads, sort of all of them, there's this echoey sort of it's in Infernal, but you have tongues on you. Like, who has tongues?
Fathom does.
Fathom. Pugh.
Oh, no, that's right. I did it on myself.
Fathom.
So
Okay.
I understand it twice.
Actually, wait a minute. It doesn't matter. I think telepathy works without language barrier. So you can tell from the sound of it that it's in Infernal, but you all understand it. You hear her say, "You won't succeed. Others, worse than me, still search for these keys, now that they're known." And she clumps down, sort of begins to fade away. You can tell she's returning to her plane of hell as she would be normally.
Ooh, can I snag the bow off her back?
As she begins to go, do you grab the bow off her back?
Yeah, grab the bow off her back.
I tell you what, it's all happening quick, but if you can make a sleight of hand check that is 15 or higher, you've got the bow.
Sleight of hand. All right, here we go. 19 plus 2, 21.
Whoa, you pull it just, you've got a solid grip on it as it goes, boom, and it's like it's carved, and it looks like ebony polished bow with, is it like gold or brass? Can't immediately tell. Probably
it's a
brass.
devil bow. We don't want
fittings.
a devil bow.
You never know.
It's a devil bow.
Hey, we've got to have some incentive for Abran to get better.
Abran doesn't need a devil bow.
Abran,
Beat the devil
Maybe it
bow.
shoots fireballs.
however,
Exactly.
Doesn't
We're not-
matter.
we're not out of this yet. So Fathom ended that. Kay starts her turn. I have to roll this because Abran is... I guess conceivably something bad could happen. Kay, it's your turn.
I can't really do much Healy-wise, so I'm just going to keep an eye out in case she's playing possum and intends to show up again, in 30 seconds or something like that.
Okay. All right. So you're watching around. Abran, make a death saving throw.
What is that, just a D20?
Just a d20. All you have to do is not roll a 1, roll higher than a 10.
About an 11.
Well, that's higher than a 10. The bleeding out that you're doing onto this magma, it starts to slow down a little bit, but you're still bleeding out. Corncob.
Okay. Since I do have a medicine thing and I'm a healer and all that, if I heal him, does he come back poisoned?
No. There's no poison status for what she did to him. It's an instant damage poison. It just causes extra
okay.
damage.
Oh.
Okay, well that's good. Then I will. I'll cast Healing Word.
Okay. How many points do you roll for?
Not as many as I would like. $14.
14. Abran, you're at 14 health. You open your eyes. It's warm. You can feel that your wound is sort of stitched up. Your bleeding has stopped. And that is where we will take a break. We probably don't have a lot of game after this, but we might have a little. But just in case it goes a little bit long, it's just in case. Let's make sure we all stretch and we don't stress ourselves too much. I'm still targeting like 8 or a little bit after 8. So let's come back in like 10 minutes and we'll see how we finish up this room and how everybody does. I will, hang around, everybody watching. We'll be back in 10 minutes or so.
Stand Abram up now.
Welcome back. We just got done with a wonderful fight where they did the right
Almost
thing
lost
to
the
gain
mill.
the key for the gatekeeper of the place. They guessed the password correctly, which I think got lost in the dramatics of the surprise devil attack after that. But good job. Smoke was the password. I know it's obvious, but it's
Yeah,
not
that was all
obvious.
Jen.
Good job. And then they struck down a fiend.
Kick some demon booty.
Yeah, and Gooseneck managed to snag her bow before she went back to hell, which who knows what that means.
It means she's going to be
It means we're
annoyed when she
doomed
comes
and we're
back.
cursed.
She's gonna be looking for us. So
Abran slowly
Abran did
staggers up.
call dibs on it. So I'm gonna let Abran have it if he wants it.
Nope. Whenever we get close to wherever this river of magma is coming from, whatever volcano, that's where we ditch that bow right there.
Nope.
Fires Mount
Dibs.
Doom. So you
Dibs is
hand
dibs.
Gooseneck, you hand over the bow to Abran.
Yeah,
He's
I'll
up
give
on
it
his feet now.
Yeah.
Yes, Abran thanks Gooseneck vehemently, saying, "Brother, I have your back. Thank you for having mine."
Gooseneck and Abran, do me one little favor if you, well, actually, no, wait. You have D&D Beyond characters. Hold on. I can do this. I don't need a favor. I don't want to give away too much, even though I've just given
Which one
away
is
a
more
whole
possessed?
bunch. Which one is more possessed?
Yeah. Who starts throwing up green pea soup first?
Who's taking a trip to the demon realms?
So Abran never had any mushrooms happen.
No. I mean, this was a demon. You've gone through some mushroom things already. You kind of got the suspicion you had one more, or you're not sure if that was your last use of them, or you have one more use. You don't feel like it's all out of your system, but
Okay. And it's more of a. It comes up with a devil, not a demon. And this was a demon.
well, no, it comes up with the demon. Well, it comes up either way. You found it with any fiend can be helpful.
Okay.
But it did not, in this case, interfere for whatever reason.
Is there? Do you? And I can't figure out why.
You might be able to make an insight check.
Maybe you're
Okay.
cured.
I don't want to be cured. I kind of like that
Well,
ailment.
one curse has to make way for the other, maybe.
How about an 11?
An 11?
Abran rolled an 11. Yeah, 11.
You know that your mushroom lady has different alliances. I don't know. Maybe this was one of them.
Okay.
Let's see. You know what I'm trying to figure out that I can't actually figure out? This should be really easy to find, but it's not. It's not as easy as I thought it was. Hold on. Just wanna... here we go. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so... Gooseneck, as you're handing over this bow to Abran, you feel just this tiny little twinge of regret as you put it in his hands. Just a little bit. Just for a moment. It's mildly unnatural twinge of regret, but you know, it's here and gone before you know it. However, you do feel it, you do note it.
Okay. Alas, poor bow.
Yeah, I mean, you don't use ranged weapons, but still,
No.
I mean, it's a really nice range.
It was a nice bow.
Yeah, very nice. It had some bronze bits on it. You probably could have clubbed somebody with them when they got close. Very sturdy. Would probably block an axe. Not the worst melee thing, but not your thing, I guess. Okay.
Ooh, foreboding.
Do you use the bow, or does the bow use you?
So, apart
you-
from the cursed bow that we now have in our group, is anyone else concerned about the whole parting message deal? Where apparently everyone knows about these cool things and is coming after us. Like, why does everyone know
Of course,
now?
but we're already into it. What are we going to do? Give it back?
We have
I know,
two
but
keys.
why do they all
Here's
know
the key
now?
back. Go ahead.
Why do they
We're
know?
out of here.
We got half
Let's
the
go.
keys. I mean, we're 50% of the way there.
Yeah, and when we get
So-
all the keys, what do we get? Anybody know?
We have no idea.
We get turned into sloths.
You get information
Yeah.
about the slots.
Oh, well, that's
Michael.
what we need.
Michael.
Can I meta a little bit? So when you get a magic item, how do you figure out how it works or what it is?
Well, so here's so I will give you the meta answer. So everybody can take a magic item, get to know it in depth, like really get as part of it. Now, if it's a cursed item, so we're doing meta, right? You will get absorbed right into the curse for this, but you'll learn what it does by spending an hour with it. Okay, everybody can do that. You just have to spend an hour with this weapon to understand what it does, all of its magic things. So that's that. Or the only other way you can instantly do it with is an identify spell, which usually costs the equivalent of 100 gold and a pearl somewhere, right? And if someone has to have it, and it will instantly tell you without having to bond with it or take the chance of it sort of consuming you, what it does magically. However, an identify spell will not tell you if it is or isn't cursed necessarily. But at least it won't instantly curse you to it.
That doesn't seem like it's worth 100. I can do the spell. I don't think I have a pearl or anything.
100 would
Well-
tell you what the capabilities of the bow is, though.
Yes.
Other than the curse.
Other than the curse. And if you can
Plus
do
2,
the
plus 1, seeking, whatever.
if you can do the spell as a warlock, does it say you, like, is it an at-will thing for your particular warlock, or do you actually need
It's a Fey touch ability, so it's from a feat.
I don't
fake.
know that you need the cost of the pearl to do it. I think you can cast it.
Well, I mean, this is the one for until I long rest, I think. But all right, let's do it.
Abron's at 14 hit points, so unless you get some more healing, and I can do some healing on myself, and we've expended some magic. Do we want to? Is there the next
Do some
room?
healing on yourself.
I mean, this
Yeah,
room
that's
is
what I'm
Healing on
secure.
yourself.
You should probably, yeah.
Yeah, I have some more
Are we
healing,
gonna-
but I'd kind of like to wait till we're closer to a rest before I use it all.
Is
Well,
this
why
room
don't we
secure
rest
enough
here?
to
The room
rest?
is secure.
You feel like
We're
this
locked
room is
in.
secure. Yeah, I mean, you killed
Long rest secure?
the fiend, and you made friends with the coin golem.
Yeah, boy, it seems almost peaceful.
Yeah.
Can
I
we
guess
take
we're
a
all
long rest?
I can lay on a warm rock.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's wonderful for you, Gooseneck. Yeah.
Shangri-La.
All right, but, so I would rather cast the identify before we rest.
Okay.
Okay.
So you cast Identify. This bow is a +1 magic bow that also does poison damage. Not just a little bit of poison damage, though. When this bow hits, it is 3d8 poison damage.
Wow.
Good Lord.
Holy three!
I
holy.
don't like that bow very much.
So that's on top of normal damage?
Yes,
And
so
also-
it does 1d8 damage and then 3d8 poison damage.
Any arrow.
Unless they make a DC 14 Constitution save.
Oh wow!
And
And then they
none
take
of it.
half, or they take none.
None of the poison.
Okay.
Ouch.
And I
And
don't
what's the
say anything
cost?
about it that would have filled
She can't tell.
Gooseneck with regret.
Make an Arcana check. Make an Arcana check. Beautiful ebony, brass.
11.
Nah. I mean, it's really nice. Could definitely withstand a weapon, blow as a blocking item. Maybe that's why he was regretting it.
Alas, that I did not roll higher.
Can I try an Arcana check? Because it's a proficiency of mine.
Oh, are you actually proficient with Arcana? Then yes,
I am, believe it
you
or
may
not.
make an Arcana check.
Okay. 16. 13 plus 3.
So as your so you feel like there's something more there, but you're not sure what. So you feel like it's almost alive.
Ooh.
Oh, good Lord.
All right. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna attune to it. What the hell?
It's been nice knowing you.
It'll make it. It'll add another stanza to Pujol's song about you. That's for sure.
Okay, so wait, can we meta for a second? So, cursed weapon in general.
Just do it.
No, just let me ask one question.
Okay.
Nothing's for sure in life. Just do it. Go for it.
So, in cursed weapons in general in
Yeah.
D&D, is there a way to break the curse?
Yeah. Typically, things like greater restoration or lesser restoration. You know there are things out there. Not everybody has that capability or capacity, though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
Swan dive
So
into
we're
a
taking a
volcano.
long rest?
That'll break it.
Yeah.
You and the bow just jump in.
You can take. So you only need a short rest to attune, or you can take a long rest.
Well, we're all taking a long rest, so
Okay.
I'll do it during my
Okay.
long
So
rest.
you're laying
You might
down
want to do
your
it when you get all your hit points back
weary
first.
head, and you attune to it.
So the party is taking a long rest.
Yeah.
Cobb, are you casting some spells on him first?
Yes. Let's cast spells on him first.
Oh, God. All right.
What do you cast on?
I'm not so happy about it.
You don't. Oh, because he's
Grumble,
all
grumble, grumble.
with the possessed sword. Look, it might be smarter than he is. It could be an upgrade.
I'll do a healing prayer.
Could be an upgrade. So you said
See?
that.
Thank you. I think.
15 more points on my
Okay,
prayer.
That's.
I prayed
Right.
over you
Did you,
and your
did you heal
bow,
yourself?
by the way.
I did. Before I went. Let's see. I'll do cure wounds. 2d8 plus 2. So I had 10 more. So that's
How much are you down still?
I'm still down 34.
Okay, I will cast my cure wounds on you.
Okay. And then you
So
rest.
if that poison doesn't get drawn from
And
your
then we
hit points every
rest.
time you shoot that bow.
Would you suck the poison out, Pujo?
Nope.
Come on now.
Oh,
Roll,
Peugeot
please.
might.
There we go. No, thank you. 26 back.
Oh wow. Okay. And then
You get
so I'm
26
at
points back.
76 before I go to sleep and attune.
Well, that ought to be enough to withstand the first onslaught from the bow.
So as you're trancing, as an elf, you go into this trance rather than a deep sleep. The bow kind of just, you can see it almost like meditatively in front of you as you're resting. It's
Does it
very
talk?
relaxing, and you don't know if it's part of your trance, if you imagined it, you're not sure, but you think you hear the bow in your head, and you assume it's the bow.
Oh, good.
You're not entirely dense. Say, "We will do great things together, Errant."
Mhm.
I think I smile in my trance a little bit and pee a little bit.
And now you are securely bound to it after your attunement to it. It is
So now you're going steady.
one of the
Yep.
things. One of the
You
things.
still have that piece of kryptonite squared
Ooh.
away, don't you, Pujol?
Did in my trance, am I coherent enough to, if it's communicating to me, can I ask its name, or is that later on that I'm able to do that? Does it have a name?
Bowie McBowface.
Bowie McBowface. Okay. So you
David
ask it its
Bowie.
name. Make a
If it has a sentientness about it, does it have a name?
yeah.
Do I sense it has a name?
I will call him George.
So you
So-
bonded with an evil bow without even knowing its name.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, what's your sign, Big Daddy?
So make
Does the bow try to unhook Abran's bra?
make a wisdom save.
wisdom save.
Yeah, save.
So, wow,
Oh,
6.
Oh boy.
So what's
Supposed to be good at that?
the bow
Better
is
and
going
better
to
and better.
use you.
what's Michael's new character's name?
Yeah.
So the bow's
Well,
name
maybe we
is
can trade that rifle in for that hut after all.
Yeah.
the bow says, "I am Atar Pere."
Oh my God, can you spell that?
Sure. It's I'll spell it. It's AHTARPAIRE.
All right, Alta.
Wonder if we could have someone research that name.
Okay.
ATH?
Oh, so maybe it knows more about the secret plan.
AHTAR PAIRE.
Oh, okay. A heart there. A heart.
Atar
A
Pere.
heart R, basically.
Sure.
Okay. That's
Wonder how it gets along with that elven sword of virtue he won in by combat.
I wonder. I wonder dearly.
just a magic sword.
Yeah.
So
Abran starts developing ticks as his weapons keep arguing with each other in his head.
No, it's not Tourette's. It's just my weapons.
So yeah, you during this rest, it gives you its name, which no one else hears. No one else is aware necessarily that it is coherent enough to give you a name, unless
Yeah.
you share. Do you share, Aaron? No. Okay.
no, you heard already what they've been doing. I'm not
All
going
right.
to tell them.
All right. You, Joel.
God.
I want to ask you about
Oh,
this
well.
key. You have this gem, clearly the key that goes into the door on the other side.
I do.
Normally, a gem like this would be valued very highly, but it's a simple cut. It's cut just to be a key, and there is a crack down it. It probably does have value, but it like if you were to sell it as a gem, they would break it into different gems, and you feel like make an insight check.
Can I see what kind of gem it is?
Oh, look at there.
The sapphire.
Natural 20. 21.
Okay, so you feel like you could probably get about 500 gold from this gem. It's probably worth more as a key to you right now, but I don't know. Maybe it's a backup plan, and it's a sapphire corn cob.
Okay.
Cool. So is it blue?
It is blue, yes.
Interesting.
let's stick it in the door.
We hop across and
Are we awake again?
Yeah. You've had your 8 hours of rest. You're awake.
Okay.
You want to hop across and stick it in the door?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm going to keep my eye on the elf.
You mean Atav Peri?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this weapon in
I don't know
D&D
his
and
new
Beyond?
name, so I'm just going to keep calling him Abram.
Is this weapon in D&D and Beyond?
It's not. It's a homebrew weapon, but you could make it just a +2 bow, Abrand, for as far as you're concerned.
Okay.
We'll just remember it does the 3d8 poison damage.
All right.
Oh, wait, I'm hopping everybody across. That's silly. Who's gonna hop across for the door?
I'll go.
I think
Yeah,
we
I
are
will
all
too.
going.
we all go.
I mean,
gonna
Pugil's
say
got the
yeah.
key, so.
There
Pugil
aren't
has-
any of our coins left around up here, are there?
No, you lost them all. That was tribute.
Yeah.
But we gained a
Hmm,
gem
but
and a cursed bow. And now we have a cursed elf, too.
What?
Are
Side
you
quest.
sure our elf wasn't cursed from the beginning?
A more cursed elf.
Okay. So you put this sapphire into the door, and the door just along the seams of it, it glows. It is clearly magical. It is Fathom, make an Arcana check. Actually, everybody who is proficient in the Arcana skill may make an Arcana check if you wish.
17.
That'd be a 21, Frank.
Okay. All you need is 15 or higher in the Arcana skill for this. It is definitely extra planar. You have seen spells, but this door, when you put the gem in it, the magical arcane seam that is around it, when you open the door, you realize it is an extra planar door.
So we're going somewhere else. Or if we step through here.
This is a.
I'm going to make sure everyone is
You're,
aware of that.
you're confident it is a permanent fixture. This is a permanent planar gate back and forth if you have the key. But it is, yes, it does lead to a different plane.
All right, everybody ready for that?
Let's do it.
Now I
Okay.
reloaded my banish spell just in
Airplane.
case.
Don't we know a genie or something on the airplane?
You are
That
on,
wizard's power.
because of the way the dialogue went, you're on a tenuous acquaintance to a genie, yes. The genie wanted you to give up your elementals, so you weren't
And we
like,
didn't?
being in full control of them, and you didn't. So the genie is still friendly-ish to you, and will respond to you, but is not, has not committed themselves fully to you. And you do know a name, though, yes.
See, we didn't give up the elementals. That was Corncob. I was all for
You're a
getting
group. As far as the genie's concerned, you're an entity as a whole, so it's
I'm
okay.
just saying.
Hey, that
But you-
elemental saved our ass a couple times now.
More than once, absolutely.
And I don't think it can be poisoned, so I think we're okay.
So you guys step through the door?
Sure.
Okay. You watch from the back as everyone in your party steps through the door. It looks like a stone hallway on the other side, but as you step through, whoomp, you wink out of existence. Thump, thump. Everybody individually disappears as you step through until you are all through the door. And that's the end of our game today.
Oh!
Yay! That was a good one.
Now that we're through,
I hope you
how
all
would,
wound up in the same.
how would Blizzard Minute?
You mean
Come
the
up
people
with this.
behind us saw us wink into non-existence,
Yes.
but
yes.
we still are.
Oh yeah,
We
you're
still are
absolutely-
somewhere.
You're all fine.
Okay.
You all
What was that?
appeared on the other side, safe and sound, wherever it is you appeared.
What were you saying, Fathom?
Just that, does this seem like something the lizard man would have built?
There's a lot of
Hideous
there's a lot of magic in here, more perhaps than you would expect from lizard folk as a tribe. But
If I'm on a different plane, can I banish myself back home?
I don't know if you can banish yourself. Maybe.
Okay. I'd have to keep that one in my hip pocket.
I'll leave that for your DM in 2 weeks, which may or may not be me. So, all right. We are going to wrap it up for this evening. I want to thank everyone for... let me get to a reasonable scene here. There we go. So I want to thank everyone for the game tonight. It was a lot of fun. I got to do a difficult encounter. I know it may have seemed kind of cheesy. I mean, as a sort of a debrief, I know that it was an either or and situation, which might have been unfair. I did have demons waiting there, and this coin golem, this treasure golem waiting there, and it could have been that you had to fight both, or one or the other. So take that as you will. But the plan was definitely that you had to fight. So I apologize that I didn't leave you a way out, unless you charmed the demon in some way, which I guess was entirely possible as well.
Why would we not want to fight?
Well,
That's
not
Abram.
everybody
Never
wants to
understand
fight Abram, Michael.
No,
Sometimes
Abram, that's
people
Abram.
want to debate their way through, converse,
Or hedgehog.
Abram still has a hard time
Hedgehog.
understanding that.
hedgehog their way through, if you will.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were 2 possible fights, and one is waiting. I hope that was clear that there is there is knowledge about this sort of dungeon that you're in to other beings like this fiend that you found, and they're not the key holders for each region are not the only things here. Anyway, so there is that. But thank you. It was still a lot of fun having both these options.
That was fun.
Thank you very much. Yeah, for playing. Thank you
Always
for those.
nice to see Abram almost die.
As a DM, so I really do feel like it is. This is maybe not a popular opinion, but I feel like it's my responsibility to make it as challenging as possible, including if that means, knocking down some of the players, but not all of the players, as challenging as possible, but for you guys to succeed in the end. That doesn't always happen.
Well, it's no fun if you just walk through stuff.
No, the dice are the ultimate
It's fun for a little
deciders.
bit, and then it gets boring. So no,
Yeah.
it's good to have a challenge.
Abram was 1 hit basically away from losing 2 of the 3 saving throws, right? Abram would have had 1 left otherwise.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's the fun part. So when you're, especially for a single person. Anyway, thank you for playing. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Reaper Miniatures, for putting this on. Thank you, Sirenscape, for the background and ambient music, which everybody should have heard tonight. And I'll let all the players plug what they want to, if they have shows coming up or other things they'd like you to observe. We'll start up with Bobby in the upper left. Bobby?
I do not. I seem to be lagging. I don't have anything to hawk, but I do want to say thank you, Frank. That was a lot of fun. Next time, I propose we vote on whether we should just slip Abram into the lava rather than revive him. But other than the way that turned out, I thought the game was fantastic, and I'm looking forward to next time.
All right. Thank you. Gene?
Yeah, thanks, Frank. That was a lot of fun. A little bit of danger, a little bit of intrigue, a little bit of puzzle. That was definitely a good one. So I enjoyed it thoroughly. And yeah, thanks for everybody tuning in, and thanks to all the players, and looking forward to a couple weeks from now.
Excellent. Thank you. Jason?
I had a blast. It was very fun. Thanks everybody for playing. I guess as far as announcements, just keep up with your pledge manager for bones. get your stuff in for ReaperCon. I think all the volunteer stuff is open and going, and the classes are open and going. So make sure you're all lined up there. But I'll see you again in 2 weeks.
All right, Michael.
Hey, thanks to everybody, Frank, Sirenscape. Great painted minis. I really thought that the coin golem was expertly painted. The devils were awesome too. Thank you so much. Wait, what was that? Oh, a heart there wants to thank Gooseneck for separating her from that evil devil and putting her together with Abran. Glorious things will amount.
Wonderful.
Like, no, she wants to practice on some gnomes.
Thank you, Michael.
Wants to check the gnome's Constitution savings throw.
I love it. Fathom.
Yes, thank you, Frank, and everyone. I love the setup of the room. That was really cool. The glowing stones and everything. I'll be doing Beyond the Kit on Monday, as usual, Monday afternoon, 2 p.m. Reaper time, I believe, Central.
Yep.
I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about yet. Either we're going to finish painting zombies, or maybe talk about how to pack for going to a convention, like, say, ReaperCon.
Ooh, useful information. Cool. Jen.
Thank you, everybody. It was a great time as usual, and I'm really curious to see what Michael's bow does next week.
So am I. Thank you. I think for me, just thank you all the players. Thank you, Reaper Miniatures. Thank you for all the viewers who are watching. And Quindy, I think you're in charge tonight. So do you have a raid lined up for us, or would you be willing to line a raid up for us? I don't think Justin is available. Justin, for those that, well, I don't know. Is it public? Should I be? I mean,
it is public.
Oh, okay.
There's been pictures and everything.
Yes. Yeah. Justin has a young, a freshly baked child, and is very busy taking care of said child. And this is apparently the hours where the child requires the most attention. So it was not available tonight. But
Justin or the
both, probably. Both. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but Justin couldn't be here because of that. So,
oh my God,
left it to us and Quindy.
We're all in trouble.
So Quindy's going to set up a raid, and we are going to go over there. Thank you, everyone. We'll be back in 2 weeks. I may not personally be here, but we will see. But Justin's had a lot of practice working for Reaper. That's true. We are raiding Lord Gazumba. Say hi for Lord Gazumba. A friend of mine plays in the Greyhawk world and has had this campaign for like 40 years. So say hi.
We're getting close to that.
Yeah, we just have like 39 years to go. You're right. We're getting close.
No, we're in year. This is year 2. We're in
year 2. You're right. Yeah. We're getting
finished 2 years.
38.
Right?
38.
Some change.
38 years to go. So thank you, everyone.
Make it.
Say hi for us. Enjoy some more D&D, and we'll see you in, I guess, about 2 weeks for some more.
I hope my soul sucks the soul. I hope my bow sucks souls from the other.
I cannot wait for you to use your bow. It's one of the most exciting things.
For the bow to use.
Well, as long as he's still saying you're using your bow, I think we're okay. It's when your bow uses you that we're in trouble.
Well, that's where it starts.
Sometimes.
Is it a parasite or a symbiote?
Well, thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Get a special uniform?